But listen, I'm going to take you through your sales pitch. All right. And I'm your prospect. All right. Because I'm telling you right now, Trevor, you may have a new customer as soon as we're done here. I want to understand, because I don't have a personal coach. And I keep thinking like, maybe I should start looking into that because, I'm doing very well. And, I know I can probably do more. And, I coach people and I need a coach myself, and so like, tell me what you do exactly. Like you're up there, you're a Tony Robbins, protege. You built up what looks to be a pretty nice, practice is, I guess, the best way you can call it. Yep. A practice helping, high-powered guys, do better with their life. How can you help me?
Well, thank you, Charles. And again, it's fascinating. I believe the statement is that the world is sped up so fast. Mm-hmm. People have so much coming at them, whether you're in real estate, whether you're in business, whether you're a solopreneur, an entrepreneur. And oftentimes it can be daunting to try to figure out anything on your own and everything on your own. And that's where I come in. I mean, I'm a high-performance master platinum coach, and I help people just like you, just like Joe Fairless, go from where they are to where they want to be, because there's always another level to aspire to. So, it's really fascinating for me to have been trained by the man, the myth, the legend, yes, Tony Robbins, to really understand that there's a new way of thinking and behaving in your psychology and in your strategy that can absolutely explode your results. And as of today, I've done over 25,000 coaching sessions. Yes, that's an actual statistic. And that's with Fortune 500 executives at Microsoft and American Express and Blackstone and JP Morgan and a ton of those. But my passion is real estate investors, because I too am a real estate investor, and I've been investing in everything since about 2003. So I got a unique perspective on how I can help guys like Joe. And there's a ton of other people in our circle, as you know, that I have helped over the years to absolutely crush it in their real estate, in their business, but also personally as well. How does that sound?
I like it. I like it a lot. Now, you said one term in there that I want to go back to, and just you mentioned high performance. Okay, you mentioned Tony Robbins. Any work with Brendan Burchard? Because I know he used the term high performance quite a bit.
Yeah, Brendan and I have been at conferences together. He's a great, great guy. Him, guys like Brian Tracy. There's a ton of guys in my field that have literally helped a lot of people. And I guess when it comes to high performance, I don't just stop at business. I coach a lot of Olympic athletes, a lot of gold medal Olympic athletes, sports heroes, people in the pro tennis circuit, pro golf. So really it comes down to psychology and strategy. The best way for me to share that is in two words that start with the letter M, which is mindset, and then modeling best practices. Because if you've got a high performance, peak performance mindset, there's nothing you can't do. And then modeling is really something where you don't have to reinvent the wheel. There are people that have, achieved a phenomenal level of success in basketball, baseball, football. I mean, you name any sport, and we can take a sneak peek into, what's gone on behind the curtain with them, and then fast forward it and bring it to you so that you can excel as well.
Okay, so let's do a little walk back here. 25,000 hours. How many years have you been doing it to get to that number? And then tell me, what got you there? Like, what did you do before that? I mean, are you got your PhD in psychology, or what's MBA? What is it? What is it that makes you tick?
It's a fascinating story. It'll take a few minutes to share, but my background is corporate. I mean, I went to university, studied business, just like everyone else. Literally wanted to get ahead, and I went to work for this company that was in hospitality, and I literally worked with a couple of lawyers, very familiar to what you do. And these guys quit law to try to build an unbelievable hospitality business. And they did very, very well. And I literally started with them in university, and then went up through the ranks, became the director of operations. And it was in about 1999 that they asked me if I wanted to invest in the company alongside them. And I thought, absolutely, this is my chance to really get ahead. So I took all of my 401k, Charles. I took all of my savings, and I even convinced my own parents to take out a 6-figure second mortgage on the family home. And I shoved all this money into our expansion plan. And for the first year and a half, it went really, really well. And then in about 2001, when those planes hit the towers, things were going a little bit crazy. We were expanding in 5 major cities across the nation. We were going way too fast. We couldn't hang on. And to make a long story short, I lost all of that money I put into that expansion. all of it.
Wow. I know. Listen, we all have those stories. I mean, it's, and the thing is, you and I look to be about the same age. People born in the 60s are going to retire with the least amount of equity than any other generation because we got killed 3 times, through each cycle. So, yeah, or you can just get out there and, make your own way. And
well, that's what I had to do from there. I mean, the story doesn't stop there. There I found myself broke. It started to cause some dust up in my marriage.
Oh, I was going to say that there's always a woman involved somewhere in these stories.
Yeah. And then, obviously it led to me gaining a bunch of weight as well. I put on about 30 pounds. So there I was, broke, fat, and troubled with my marriage. And I don't know if anyone can relate, but what do you do when the chips are down? Well, you go find help. And thank God for me, Charles, I found a coach. And this coach was here in Vancouver. And he said, Trevor, what's happened to you is unfortunate, but you're in your early 30s, because I was literally 30, about 32, 33 at the time. And he said, you know what? We're going to have you stand up, dust yourself off, and you're going to have to reinvent yourself. And I said to him, yeah, but I owe all this money, and I don't even know how to tell my parents that I lost all that money. And he said, well, what are your options? I said, I don't know. And so we started to go through things. And he said one thing to me that changed my life forever. He said, have you ever thought of investing in real estate? And I said, real estate? I don't know anything about real estate. And he said, well, you can use other people's money, invest it in property, rehab it, fix it up, sell it, right? And then continue to rinse and repeat. And I really didn't have any other choice, Charles. So that's exactly what I did. I followed his formula, bought one little townhouse, fixed it up, pulled the equity out of it, bought a condo, fixed it up, pulled the equity out of it. Then I bought my first duplex. And I'm sure that you remember the day that you discovered what cash flow was.
Yeah.
It was like, holy crap, the lights went on, bought another duplex, fourplex, single family homes. And in a relatively short amount of time, just 2.5 years, Vancouver was seeing tremendous appreciation. And not only did I make enough money to pay off all my failed loans, but I had a beautiful cash flowing real estate portfolio on the other side of that.
All right, Trevor, do I know where this story is going?
I think you do.
Yeah.
I think you do, because just like people come to you, Charles, people started coming to me and saying, how the hell did you do that? How are you amassing all these properties? And I said, well, sit down, buy me a beer, and I'll start to show you. And as I started to show the dads on my kids' baseball team, soccer team, at the swimming pool, they started to go out there and buy real estate. And it was absolutely amazing. And Charles, I think that's when the coaching bug bit. And I knew that this is the arena I wanted to play in.